My teaching career has been spread over a long time, and it's been in and out of different kinds of teaching. So those have given me quite versatile skills to transpose into different kinds of knowledge settings. And I'm really happy now to be back in a nursing context, which is where I began my formal teaching. Teaching is about helping people build their knowledge. It's about giving them skills to find information. It's about learning to care for themselves. It's about being literate in our new technology world. It's a whole lot of things. And for nursing, teaching nursing is about role modelling the behaviours you want in a nurse. And it's also about teaching people to care for others and themselves.
Liz has a wealth of experience. I understand she's been teaching for 40 years in a variety of organisations and in various tertiary settings. She is an amazing communicator. For the students, there is a vibrancy and an interest in continuing what their learning journey is, and as a colleague she's very inspiring, creating various ways of teaching mediums and strategies within a class and within assessing students' learning in a clinical environment.
It's the use of different kinds of media or the learning materials that makes her stand out from other lectures. It's very interactive and very engaging class, and there's a lot to take away from her class every time.
I think Liz really stands out with her diversity and her innovation in ways that she brings learning to the classroom, different ideas, structuring individual learning and individual interest. So some of these may be about tactile learning, or there may be looking at children's books, or looking at other ways. It's not just focused on mundane learning, it's making learning interesting. I think that's really what Liz brings to the students.
Nursing is about reflection and reflection on practice, and it's about making mistakes actually, because that's the way we learn. And I tell a lot of stories in my teaching about mistakes I have made, so others can learn, so that they can see you as a human being, a real person, rather than just someone who knows everything. Because if we don't make mistakes, we can't learn.
The changes and innovations that Liz has brought about to the department through her teaching methods can vary depending on the environment or the cohort of students, the number of students and the topic being taught. So Liz is very adaptable with changing her teaching methods to fit the needs of the particular students.
I've always been an adult learner, and just when I thought I'd finished learning, when I finished my PhD, I had the greatest challenge of all, which was my certificate in Te Mata a Māori, and that was like going back to being a kindergarten learner. I had all these new building blocks that I had to deal with, and my brain just didn't work very well on those building blocks. So I was sitting outside underneath the tree talking to the birds most days, trying to get some sentences and just to get my head around a whole new concept. So I've been that new learner, and I look at my students, I think, hey, you're all new learners. I know what that feels like.
Liz is very interactive in her lectures. You don't feel that you're attending a lecture, just a monotonous lecture. She is actually very interactive, and she relates her experiences of her own nursing experience from all over the world, and it's just fantastic to learn great things like how the nursing goes and how we should be dealing in a situation.
It's just those little moments. It's when someone says, I get it, hey, that's really good. Or, you meet someone on the street and they say, what you did in class last week made a difference to what I was doing at home with looking after my child. It's those very small things for me that give me the greatest thrill. That's amazing.